Alright folks, we're back. Thanks for watching that break. I'm currently working towards a meme for the final tweet. Forgive me. This will be a little bit distracted. I guess you can see my camera right now anyways. But we're waiting for, I think it's Neeb to join us at Abyssal Reef.
It's finally in here. I find it very confusing. But that I never really noticed because like I'm not playing in tournaments all the time, right? But I guess inviting someone to a lobby doesn't make StarCraft flash if you're alt-tabbed, but messaging someone does. And I wonder how many delayed lobbies would have been fixed and not delayed if inviting someone also alerted them.
Well, that's interesting because I think every other game does that. Like World of Warcraft for certain and others.
Yeah, I actually, like, this is actually a legitimate complaint. I still, like, I guess I don't know if that's a fact or not. I know Whispering does, but I don't know about the lobby thing. Maybe they really just aren't around and not accepting the invite. But if it is, it's like a serious complaint that I should get on Talon Blizzard about.
Alright, well folks,
to the head.
Welcome to the grand finals of the last qualifier Corsair Cup of Season 4. In the bottom right, playing for Team Liquid, it is going to be the red Terran player, uThermal.
In the top left, as the blue Protoss, it is Ting's Neeb.
All right, real quick note that this is, again, like your last chance. If you got pictures of Corsair Gear, guys, get in for that giveaway on Twitter. Submit us your pictures. We pick one at random at the end of stream. And it is also worth noting, is both of these guys are qualified through already. Both of these guys are going to the season finals. So at this point, it's just a bit of a money grab. Who takes first place? Who takes second place?
Yep. Money grubbers. Swear. Actually, uThermal was kidding with Neeb in the lobby chat, and I only just noticed that he was kind of... It had layers to it, you know? He was like, Alex again, I guess $20 is worth your time, or something like that, and I was like, oh, that's second place. Oh, I like it. Oh. It's clever.
It's not enough good smack talk in StarCraft 2, so I'll take it. I'll take it where we can get it. I need to put a tweet out, though, so camera's going on you for just a bit here.
Okay.
Are you ready? Tell me when you're ready to accept.
I'm ready.
All right.
How tough are ya? Oh, that's actually one of my favorite use, because I don't sub to the SpongeBob meme Reddit or whatever that is, but since using all, I've seen it a couple of times, and that I laughed pretty hard. It was like when getting on United. How tough are ya? Welcome to the salty spoon.
I'm still not excited about taking United to DreamHack.
No one is. I mean, at least know that you're in good company of people who are depressed that they've booked with United.
I know, like, I'm actually excited to get on the plane and hear how many people plan to meme live with me, because it'll be like months after the incident, but it'll be like everyone's still thinking about it. Yep.
That's going to take a long time for that to blow over. Probe being quite sneaky, but uThermal is looking for it. I'm not. I think this is just going to run with the mothership core. It's being hidden just for that, not a proxy Stargate. But unfortunately, uThermal does not scout it despite his best intentions, and will not have a Reaper at home to even snipe it before it sets the pylon down. Maybe the Marines could. It'll be close.
Why isn't Twitter letting me log into BaseTrade account right now? I swear to God, if we're getting hacked, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, the Reaper almost dies, and unfortunately, I don't believe it saw the Stargate.
You know what?
Oh, no, it did.
I just realized the cameras have bugged this whole time. You're not following the SCV, right?
No.
Okay, so while I was looking away, it was just following an SCV the entire time, despite being on your camera.
Yeah, that's happened to me before, too.
Holy guacamole! Loco with a big-ass host coming in. What's up, Loco fans?
Well, also happening, the Mothership Core got sniped, and the pylon rush ultimately failed, so...
And this is all without the Widow Mine going off, too, as a note. But,
yep.
If you guys are coming from Loco stream, you're just in time for the grand finals. Thanks for joining us here in game number 1. Bit of an awkward start, because I've been having trouble getting my Twitter working. So we had poor camera work, but should be good going forward now.
Yeah.
Should put it back on you. Double check.
Okay.
Okay, where are you looking at right now? See if it's bugged. On the Reaper?
Reaper's middle, yeah.
Okay, now it's working. WTF.
Okay. So, it's kind of funny. We saw Neeb versus Bly, of course, in the series, like 2 series ago, and Neeb just had a pretty Wait, was that the game? Were we like... Yeah, it was for... Yeah. So that's what happened. He tried something the Oracle and it died. He didn't wall off his main base. The Adepts got killed. Like, it was this whole, like, buildup of Neeb's really good and really solid, and then everything just, like, stumbled and ultimately failed. But he did end up winning that game on Proxima Station despite the very terrible opener and general wonkiness of it. So, well, that looks really bad to have to cancel 2 pylons, mothership core dies, and has to be rebuilt. It's not the end of the world, and smart play from here on out. People make up for that. Dodging the Wood Mine, but then stays just a millisecond too long in its range. Damn.
Okay,
Damn.
this took way too long to make and way too rushed, but I'm gonna go with it. Enjoy the fight gif I made. Well, the opener here has failed miserably for Neeb. There's no contesting it. Like, this has been a great start for uThermal. Hype. I will say, though, the composition that follows, I'm really going to be interested in, as he's going for what looks to be Adept Phoenix off of, again, like, air quotes here, like, failed opener.
Yeah. Air quotes failed opener, sure. It does look to be Adept Phoenix, like, specifically, by the way. Like, he's making more than just 1 Phoenix, obviously, probably more than 3, and still making Adepts every now and then, so I expect Resident Enclaves, and there it is, so. What everyone has been complaining about, maybe even the main reason for the Adept nerf, although I think Zergs are also going to try and take credit for that one. They both had problems. But he's also setting up a proxy pylon, and this could be quite scary, because one of the things that you can do, obviously, as Terran players, you know, pressure and then pull back, and then hope that you have enough time to defend, because they gotta wait for the Warp Prism, or they gotta wait for, like, slow warp-ins from their home. But instead, if they just immediately counterattack with proxy warp-ins, could be dangerous.
Well, what I find interesting about this, like, Neeb's actually been the guy to throw down that gateway and have the fast warp-ins ready and available.
Exactly. So that's what he's going to plan on doing. This is really scary stuff, you know, because also sometimes you are prepared, you've been defensive the entire time, you have this very strong army, and you think, I sniped the Warp Prism with this Viking, I'm a god, I guess I win. And then, well, there's a proxy gateway, and you don't. So there's a lot of reasons why this is just really good to scout, first of all, but, you know, obviously take down. You know?
Okay, so that was almost Phoenix's loss for a single Widow Mine. Would not have been worth it. He does manage to kill some SCVs, which is nice, but the problem is Neeb's uThermal's marching towards Neeb with a real grandstanding army. These are combat shields, stim, +1, like everything you want for an early push, and Neeb's got a handful of units, and I don't know, not a lot to do with the mothership core. There's like 1 pylon to overcharge.
Yeah, he's not quite gotten to that point of just like repetitive adept warp-ins. Oh god. Oh, there's another one of mine. Yep. I don't know about transferring in like that. It looks like it might just be enough of the Phoenixes. No, maybe not. Another adept warp-in would have done anyways, so Neeb does hold off there. Can't clean up the one of mine's quite yet, and that's a little bit scary. Also dropping the natural.
Ooh, I really like this cannon. This actually bought him the time to get warp-ins.
Yeah, but still, there's one of mine's.
Yeah, do you like suicide the Phoenix and just hope to splash damage? Looks like what he's trying to do. Not a bad choice.
Not a bad. There's one observer, and it did just transfer over to the other one of mine, so uThermal is going to really apply the pressure here. Hopefully keep the adept count low. He's even more likely with their adept nerf.
Yeah.
But he's got to be careful.
That -10 health, it's going to be these sort of lower engagements where you'll see it shine through the most. So when you got 50 adepts on the map, I don't really think that 10 health has much bearing as when there's only like 2.
Yeah. This ended up being pretty perfect, I think, for uThermal. Not game-ending damage, but he attacked right before Neeb had gotten, you know, full potential of his 7 gateways. He had only warped in like once or twice from them instead of like 3 or 4 times. And by continuing the aggression as well, Neeb has had a tough time bulking everything up and then going for an attack. Because, of course, he planned on attacking, as many Adept Phoenix players do, but also with that proxy gateway. And now he's again finding himself under pressure. I don't believe he started Blink. He hasn't.
Ooh,
yet he's been warping in Stalkers.
Well, I mean, the Stalkers were necessary, though. He knew Liberators were coming out because he saw this a while ago. So it's that matter of having something if you're not going to invest in Phoenix.
This is... Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is definitely a reason he got it, but I think the reason for the lack of Blink is that he never put his gas geyser probes back into the third base. Attack on the main base as well is cleaned up.
If he gets these medevacs, he can chase them, right? If he gets the medevacs, that'll be nice, but...
2 Phoenixes.
A little bit awkward. So he's going to warp in a couple of Adepts over here to try and get some counterattack damage. And snipe off some SCVs and pay back some of that damage. But Neeb has kind of normalized in supply. Like, I really thought he was going to be behind for a while even.
He was... Yeah, he was dangerously close, I think, to having that snowball effect. But I'm still looking at that lack of blink, and I'm so worried that's the real snowball effect. It's just how late he's... Because I think the time to just purely max out on Adept Phoenix is over. He's lost most of his Phoenixes, and he's lost so many Adepts. I'm not sure you're ever going to get back to that same scary like count. And usually when you see them stop building Adepts, they go into Blink as well, and that just hasn't started. So, I don't know.
The army's a little bit out of position for this, but looks like a distraction for killing the bunker will buy him time.
Yep, that's a pull in case the Shades really do go through. Which I was going to say most of them should not. Lost mining time, good news. Also just distracting uThermal, so Neeb can finally like comfortably get to his 4th base.
Ooh, I don't know about giving away the Adepts. Yeah, okay. Falling back, I think it's a better choice. Although, he's going to lose him now.
I'm still wondering where he's going. Yeah, okay, there we have a Robotics Bay at the very least. But still not any Blink.
Well, doing his best to take some SCVs out on the way out.
Mm-hmm. Kills 14. Not too bad, just losing all the Adepts. And more Adepts, I think, are already warped into that gateway.
Yeah. I mean, Adepts are still... Like, you let them get to the mineral line, 10 health or not, they're going to kill a lot. So I like that uThermal didn't undervalue the attack and actually did like fully take that seriously.
This army, like, really sucks.
for
Neeb.
So, well, here's
he
why
doesn't have Blink, man.
Okay, the Blink I agree with. Like, that absolutely sucks. The thing I find interesting about this, though, is, like, this army is so, like, how do I say this? Like, the buffer's not there. There's not a lot of Marines. And Marauders are really good against Stalkers, but things like an Immortal, this thing could hammer away forever on the Marauders. Maybe. Unless it gets focus fired immediately because it's on the front line, and never frickin' mind.
Neeb only just realized he didn't have Blink. I mean, that might not... Like, does that save him? Maybe not. His army supply would have still just been mostly Blink Stalkers. They definitely just being warped in here. But it would have meant that, you know, barely defending here would have cost Neeb or uThermal a little bit of the medevac count, and now it means that Neeb he can't chase.
Whoa. I like that time warp. Not many times you see a good time warp, but that's actually a great one.
Yeah.
Also,
good thing, too, that the upgrade had finished during that fight.
Someone needs to ask this of Fear Dragon. I feel like the time warp just slowed down the blood splatter of that unit as it died. That was really weird to look at.
Oh, it slows down the graphics?
I guess? Question mark? That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
So funnily enough, the 2 Phoenixes having no anti-air did kind of. They took out 1 medevac, almost maybe 2 if it went on longer. But that really would have been a point where Neeb takes his Immortal losses and his Adept losses, and then, you know, as uThermal retreats, Neeb gets 2-3 medevacs with his Blink Stalkers. And unfortunately, Blink still is not done. But he does have Disruptor now. That Robotics Bay went into Disruptors, not Colossus.
If the Disruptor gets 1 really good hit, this could clear out a lot of that army, but Blink is getting close to done. It might be a little too soon to try and take a fight. I mean, you still have about 20 seconds to go.
Freebie. That's expensive. He has to dodge out 1 Disruptor, and then he can actually just A-move onto this army, because there's no more force fields either. Or go to the natural. There's no force fields there either.
Yeah. Guzzler Shells might not deal bonus damage to Adepts, but they still can trade out decently. Disruptor does get dodged, so now we go on top of the army. Blink's done. You can at least retreat with some of these units.
One desperate force field.
That army gets destroyed. uThermal could also keep pushing on that already low Nexus, maybe even finish it off. The small counterattack goes off to kill some SCVs, but nothing like killing a Nexus, if he gets sniped.
2 Disruptors, I think they both have their shots. Well, not that one anymore. Not that one.
uThermal is losing some steam, and I think pulling back from this is definitely the better choice. But overall, I still like his army. I still like his upgrades. He's not at all in danger.
No, but it is like it's gone to a point where Neeb's holding. Like, he held his 4th base and he held a good chunk of his army, so the army supply is even with uThermals, or close enough. He also managed to get +3 armor.
By the way, that was a really nice snipe on that Disruptor top of the ramp, but I'm really worried because there's still 2 more, and, you know, low health, high health, doesn't matter. That Disruptor, 1 shot kills a lot of units. No question about it.
Yes, he does.
He's overstimmed like really badly now too.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that. I wonder if he had stopped production on medevacs just for like a, every now and then type of thing, because he didn't seem to have many, and they weren't picked off too numerously. The lack of Phoenixes and Blink Stalkers.
These are not bad trades going on right now.
No, they're not. These Adepts are really tanky with +3. uThermal does have his 2-2, but that finished I think like a fight ago.
You know what? I think uThermal. Okay, well, that pickup was sick. I was gonna say, I think he's gonna start winning that fight if he didn't have to pick up a retreat. Four Marauders isn't much, but it was doing crazy good damage.
This is scary though. Like uThermal is actually losing here. He's lost too much of his army by not retreating, and he's just gonna leave the game.
Ooh.
Damn.
I gotta say, I thought that was a really good game, despite whoever you were cheering for. Neeb and uThermal played that out in a very weird way, very good way, but. For me, I still just go back to like Neeb had such a bad opening. You got to be pissed as a Terran player not being able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just the lack of the pylon rush, right? It was the pylon rush that led into that really nice attack by uThermal with some decent drops, and then, well, uThermal didn't know this, but then Neeb not being able to capitalize with stalkers like you'd usually see him. Well, it just you think that would have added up to Neeb losing, but he's got stamina.
I see people like the GIF I made.
Of course.
I gotta go retweet my GIF from yesterday, though. It's relevant to this. Game 2 coming up in a moment, guys. Do we know the map yet?
No.
Alright, then we're gonna go to a quick break, and we'll see you guys soon. Alright, folks, it took a couple of minutes to get the map up and running, but we got the lobby going, and we're starting into Cactus Valley for map number 2.
Yep.
Of course, the reminder needs to come into play. While we have been toting our sponsors, Corsair, all day. Gotta give some love to Twitch for supporting all of the stuff we do. But it is a best of 5, so not anywhere close to over just yet. Spawning here in the lower right. Had some goofs, had some gaffes. We'll see if he cleans it up. It is Neeb.
And the top left is the teal Terran. He is liquid uThermal. Well, Cactus Valley is I think a map that a lot of Terrans do like to play on versus Protoss. The cross spawn isn't nearly as devastating to find as it is versus Zerg. But there is, like, I think, a pretty basic idea. There's actually, if it's horizontal spawn, there's some good tank pushes, of course, but not against Phoenix Adept necessarily. And then if it's cross spawn, then you can just go back to what uThermal is best at and what he showcased in last game, but just didn't capitalize on, which is his drops and multitasking. Even if you get Phoenixes, sometimes the distance between dropping and picking the units up is just, too little for the Phoenixes to take advantage of.
Well, okay, so a couple things. First off, right? Like, I actually think that, I'm strictly referencing the series he played versus Nurcio just the other day, 2 days ago or whatever, for the Corsair Cup bonus, where his regular play and the things we would praise him on actually weren't winning him the game. It was when he swapped it up and started doing things a little bit different and a little bit strange that he did start winning, and more importantly, won the series with. But that's against a player like Nurcio, who might just be like so dead set into like normal. I'm not sure the same sort of thing would work on Neeb, but that has been, like, I think uThermal in a nutshell, where if he can't win with regular play and what he likes to do, he'll try really strange timings, different builds, and sometimes that just works out because the other player has no idea what to do with it.
That is true. Can be a little more difficult to do against Protoss. Like, Zerg is really the race that gets kind of screwed the most out of weird timings because they're the larva works. It's either all drones or all army, not both like the other races. So you can just really get caught off guard. But there are certainly proxies that we've seen, and if uThermal lost this game, I wouldn't be too surprised. Or if we won it too, actually. Like, the point is, if he gets another map choice, it's a better way to put it, choosing Newkirk and going for the proxy factory and proxy starport, that could totally happen. Just to get him back on his feet.
Well, we got some, I guess, subs and stuff we get caught up on after this game, guys, so I didn't realize we've actually, that list has grown a little bit. But thank you guys, just as a blanket thank you for all the subscriptions and resubs. I like the idea of Hellions. They're not really that common in TVP, and this is kind of that thing that can catch somebody off guard. But unfortunately, by going for Hellions right off the bat, you're not afforded the Cyclone that cleans this up so easily and so nicely.
Yeah. Reaper dies. He accidentally canceled his orbital when he shouldn't have, so he loses like 40 minerals. Hellions are seen, and they see the mothership core, of course, coming across the map.
Yeah,
so they might be able to do something here. I mean, one adept, not usually too much, but with that 1 weak Hellion.
Takes 5 shots to kill a Hellion, so yeah, it's not exactly going to be...
Adepts.
It's not going to be the fastest cleanup job of all time, but the thing is, I don't know if these Hellions will have enough time to get the damage they want. Nice
little Sim City. Focus Fire is the weak Hellion. This one, at most, is going to get Scouting. I don't think it's even going to get, like, 2 probes. Double Cyclone after double Hellions. That's the one thing the factory opener afford do, is 2 Cyclones to really make sure you throw away this little push, but still has to be worried about the overcharges.
I like playing it safe like that, actually. Going for the lock-on first. So it doesn't run face first into some overcharges. Mothership core gets so low, though, it's worth it. Yeah, that was definitely on just Neeb, not... I'm pretty sure he wasn't even looking. There might have been a chance he just thought he could have survived it, but I think he just wasn't looking for the first, like, 5 seconds. And he does, once again, lose his mothership core. But this time, it wasn't, like, and then immediately cancel the pylons and whatever, right? Like, at least the pylons stopped the command center from coming down for a second here, and you got that cancel on orbital once. Well, I do believe that 1 Hellion died without doing anything. Oh no, maybe it lived. Oh, it died. It definitely died. And he made 4 more Hellions, so he does have a full medevac full of Hellions to drop, and this can definitely do a lot of damage. He knows where Neeb's mineral line is at its weak point after the scout in the main base, and that is entirely to the north. So that's exactly where his medevac is going. Mothership core is on the way for Neeb, which this is where I was going with that. Well, 4 Hellions is so abnormal. I don't know. I feel like this is actually going to get a lot more damage done than even... Like, even if this is 4 Widow Mines, right, is the hypothetical alternative, that's like a one-shot kill, maybe skill, maybe not, luck, right? But 4 Hellions is actually guaranteed to get some probe kills. More than Widow Mines even would be in a not lucky situation. So the overcharge pops, he loses a Hellion.
Yeah. It's a lot better to do what Neeb just did there, which is to pull, like, roughly a third or maybe a half of your probes, even if you're just, like, you gotta be in a hurry. And try and surround the Hellions and leave your other probes as the ones that get out. And again, just kudos to his SimCity, so the probes had a way out to the left side.
It's that knowledge that you're going to lose workers, so you minimize the ones you lose.
Yeah. I really gotta say, like, his pylon positioning right there was pretty dope. Like, it stopped the initial Hellions, and the next time the probes could escape through it. Like, I would not have guaranteed not done that.
Yeah.
I would have lost all my probes.
Folks commenting on the viewers for today, by the way, a big part of that is thanks to Loco sending us a big host our way, hopefully winning the hearts of some of his viewers. Hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. Or the games so far, so I guess we're in game 2.
Yep. Well, third base is on the way, and Cyclones are going to be too bad to at least help deal with the Oracle, I'm guessing, maybe the Phoenix. Neeb, this isn't actually a lot of adepts, but it is an earlier timing, right? He did not wait for +1 or Resident Enclaves, and that might just be better than waiting. It looks like it is. Okay, I guess there's some units in the main base, so they come down now, but unfortunately Widow Mine's not getting a chance to pop off. These two should. The adepts get close enough. A lot of chaos and 15 SCVs go down. Right before combat shields was done too. That sucks.
Yeah.
So close.
These Widow Mines can get a shot off. It's like that hypothetical easier cleanup, but unfortunately you just can't walk those forward. They're going to get picked up, if not focused by the adepts.
Definitely should have gotten that medevac, I suppose. It's like the one good thing that happened is that medevac lived, and he's going to repair it.
Yeah.
But
well,
that was just the tip of the iceberg, I think, right? Like, now there's 5 gateways and the Resident Glaze and +1, so uThermal just gotta get his production back up.
CC's taking so long to finish up, too. If this is already done, if this is already an orbital, you know, you're dropping mules, you don't really care that you lost SCVs, but unfortunately, right now he's picking and choosing pretty heavily between, like, trying to defend the main versus trying to go for an attack. So it took a while before he could even afford to pick up some Marines, and these aren't even fully healed. These are going to be, like, injured Marines unloading into enemy territory.
Yeah, and this is one medevac drop at 8 minutes, means that, like, you know, they're probably just going to be able to warp into depths. It's really not going to be that much damage, but maybe a surprising attack could get, like, 8 or 10 at the third base. Unfortunately, finds a pylon instead, and I think that Neeb would be much more willing to lose a pylon, 100 minerals, than take probes worth of damage there, so that worked exactly as intended. There is that blink and +1, which is what he was missing last game.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's easy clean up. I'm pretty sure uThermal's already feeling quite bad about this game, and he should. Like, he's not wrong about it. He did lose a lot of SCVs and a lot of army, but it never feels great to know that you're just you're gonna be. I mean, basically, especially in PvT, like TVP, you know exactly what you're gonna be walking into as well. Like, it's not a surprise. 10 ultras, it's like, yep, 28 depths, about what I expected.
Monty Yoon entering the fray. By the way, sorry, it's been a while since we've had any bit notifications go off today. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, man. That is awesome. And he's the new temporary bit boss because this thing keeps breaking and resetting everyone's health to low. I wonder if I did progressive mode instead of overkill, maybe that would fix it. I'm gonna try that for the rest of the stream.
All right. Well, nice find on the drop. I mean, it's not gonna kill it though, so it means it's gonna come back later.
It's like it's about time something goes well though.
Oh, he is gonna kill it. Nice.
Okay, that worked out. He's able to pick up and get out of there because the Phoenix were trailing a bit. Widow Mines also helped take care of the run bys, so uThermal's had a lot of bad stuff happen to him this game. I definitely needed the break. Bit of an EMP with all the shields now missing from the Phoenix.
I could have sworn he knew that Widow Mine was there too, because his Widow Mine popped off on a depth.
I think he only the first one on the left side went off. The other one actually didn't go off.
Yeah, right. Well, without the Warp Prism and without the knowledge of where the Widow Mines are, without a revelation, he might just be a little bit hesitant to move in here. He's already transitioning, so if he doesn't, then I don't think it's the end of the world, right? But if he does, I guess he just will have Colossus to fall back on, so... I don't know if this is really worth it. They're not even that close to the mineral line yet. Oh, but he doesn't block out the main. Feels bad. Oh no, that's a lot more SCV kills than the third base is being attacked. Okay, this is scary.
Taps out and sends us into game number 3 with a 2-0 lead for Neeb. Now puts him in a very, very good spot to win this out. But of course, as we can see, the Bit Boss health bar unfortunately reset once again. I got no idea. It was so sad. Like, I understood there'd be problems, but it was just heartbreaking when the developer was like, "Yeah, I can't replicate this. So I guess you're SOL." I was like, "Oh, good to know." Ooh,
very good thing to be unique in this situation.
Aw, dude. First off, Sky. Wow, Sky looks super pretty. I'm about to retweet her. This picture she posted. But yeah, if you guys don't know the Ace DA emote, long time goes back. DA stands for dead ass. It is of course Sky's face.
But isn't she like making more of a face in the emote? Hold on here.
I think she's.
Yeah, she's like ah.
Yeah, but either way, this is like, yo, super glam. Also, I totally thought she was naked until I expanded the tweet. Like.
It is questionable looking, even when you expand it. It's
like
quite low.
Super lewd, guys. I think look at she's got just the top on. She's looking super glam though, yo. Anyways, get some more cool pictures of the Corsair stuff coming in. I love this one from Brad Monster though. He's turned his mouse into a bit of a car. some like Doge memes on top of it. Oh, I'm a favorite to retweet that. That's actually awesome.
And a new sub, Loxer Elite 1337.
There are a couple of subs we actually caught up on. I'm just kind of looking at the different Corsair stuff people are tweeting at us right now. Keyboard, mouse, Corsair's life. Yeah, dude, I need to get one of these big Corsair pads. I've just got like a regular size mouse pad from them. I need to pick up like a really big one. But yo,
oh, no, hold on.
Frogger just tweeted us like the super sick one of the inside. Wow. I have a Corsair Vengeance DDR4 and 6. Dude, oh my god, this thing looks so dope. Good picture, man. Good picture. All right, so let me join the lobby. I'm holding this up, guys. I'm the one holding this up. Newkirk might be the last game of the series.
Yeah, I just want to note, totally called it. Am I right? High fives all around.
What?
I said if he lost the game, then I wouldn't be surprised to see him going to Newkirk and then proxy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I still, maybe he doesn't proxy, but I still got the map.
Well, we got some other subs we gotta get caught up on, but he's leaving his base real quick. So, guys, let's do these intros. Let's do the shoutouts. And let's get this underway. In the bottom right, he is on desperate times. It's the Blue Terran, uThermal.
The bottom left. As the red Protoss, he is King's Neeb.
All right, now I'm not sure where we left off, so I'm going to take a guess here because I think I remember I was talking about Philly Kitty, but thank you, Fruslag, for the brand new sub, Sharp Knees for 21 months, Jimmy Schmo 9 for 13. This is How Do I Get Me a Partouf. You send us a message here on the channel, we'll get you hooked up. Ivistify, 7 months of me not knowing how to say that name, says, okay. Avator Nate for the 5 months says, thanks, BaseTrade, for being great. Build all the pylons. So Lee 2 for 31 months. And then, as you just pointed out, new sub hype from Loxer. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, let's see this proxy come into play, because this is not.
Good God,
dude! It's like Optimus builds, is what it is.
Yeah, apparently.
Because it's not Reapers, it's not gas.
Well, I gotta say, it's already a bit questionable to do versus Zerg, very questionable to do versus Terran. It is probably equally as questionable to do versus Protoss, but I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen. Every Protoss goes for Gateway Nexus. Very rare occurrences otherwise, because it does hold against most things if you scout that it's on the way, like Neeb is doing. So Neeb sees no barracks and no gas, and while he's probably thinking, "Why would you ever?" he probably also knows that it is proxy Marines. So he just cancels the Nexus, actually. So that's, all right.
But here's where this gets really hairy and weird, right? Like, you're not going to have enough money to put pylons all over your base. So you can't, like, rush out a mothership core and hope overcharge keeps you alive. It is actually going to come down to units. So I like the extra gateways coming in. Or gateway, excuse me, coming in. He'll have production. He'll have some units. But, man, I feel like if uThermal especially pulled, like, 3 or 5 SCVs to go with this, that Zealot wouldn't stand a chance. Much less anything else that follows it. But that mothership core will pop off the overcharge. The question is, will it be in time to stop the front push with this pylon?
I don't think so. He really wanted that to be the case. I don't know if it actually might be worth it. Yeah, it is.
He's trying to bait out the overcharge and back away.
Yeah, but the fact is they didn't die is already terrible for uThermal. Right, so he forces the first one, but this just means that 2 more Stalkers on the way out, and Stalkers totally out Micro Marines.
Well, it's more like Stalkers can totally out Micro Marines. The concern is that there's going to be a lot of Marines to out Micro here. Like, this isn't like, oh, you've got like 5 Stalkers to 3 Marines. This is a lot of Marines, 12 of them, in fact.
Well, don't forget that Neeb can lose about 8 probes before he's really in a bad
kill the
spot.
pylon. Kill the pylon, then he's screwed for production.
Well, he still has another pylon powering it.
Oh, you're right. Excuse me. I didn't even see it. I just saw the one. I was like...
Where's the hype?
Well, you know what? It's still like a bad supply block either way, no matter how you look at it. Although he's helping clear up the supply by killing some of these units. I like that block on the workers, too. A surround could be devastating. He knows this. He's going to pull back. He's going to shave off a lot of probes.
I wonder if the surround is the way to go. I think microing more would have been better. He's actually at a very suspicious probe count now. 10 is quite... it's getting there, It's getting very low.
No orbital.
But I guess, you know what? He never built an orbital. Never mind. This is totally fine then.
Huh. Yeah, without mules behind it. But at the same time, as you point out, Stalkers can out Micro Marines. But damn, these Stalkers are getting low. And like some of them, seriously, one shot. But I don't know if this has done enough. And uThermal really needs to bulk up. Like, he can't keep coming in 1 or 2 at a time. He really has to go in with like a cluster of 5 or more.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be game. Unless there's some miracle comeback like MVP versus Squirtle, I guess. It's the only time I've ever seen a 2 racks or a 4 racks
Actually,
work.
You might get sandwiched in here. Well, what's interesting is, like, I kind of almost wish uThermal had built an orbital just so he could have pulled the boys. Add a couple SCVs into the mix, it's very different, but the Stalkers do get caught.
Very smart.
Very low. Focuses 1, and Neeb doesn't have a lot of money, right? Like, building more Stalkers are incredibly expensive units. Building more is not easy.
125.50, I think.
125.50 sounds right. Yeah.
They are, but I mean, that was like one cool trick that Neeb's not going to fall for again, although it does lose another stalker. And the Mothership Core is back up to have enough energy for an overcharge, so that should really be the kicker.
It's no pylon here to overcharge.
Just go back to the main.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, there's still potential for uThermal. The clock's ticking, though, and it's seeming more and more unlikely.
The high ground is terrible.
I wish he'd actually float one of the barracks over, to be honest. Could land that up on the high ground, even start producing from there. Immediate reinforcements.
Might have been worth it.
Oh boy. Well, this is this is so weird. If he miscontrols just a little bit, can throw the game. But I feel like as long as he holds on decently, he'll be fine.
What?
Probe harass on the other side of the map is causing a lot of SCVs to pull off mining.
Yeah. Neeb's almost at 6 stalkers, and he should always have that retreat path back to a couple of overcharges. There you go. Thermal's really just hoping he'll mess up. The multiple like attempts to try and bait and utilize the high ground advantage to its fullest potential here is quite good.
Oh, new pylon is up and running, so for that alone, I don't think there's a way for uThermal to break this ramp anymore.
Yeah. Well, you just add a tech lab, wait, 180 seconds or whatever for stim, and then you'll win.
Yeah, easy peasy. It's the recipe for success, right? Unfortunately, range favoring the stalkers, this is not the best way to fight with the Marines. Choked into that little, I don't know what you want to call it, corner.
Yeah, just corner.
That's it. He's just moving it in. F to pay respects in chat for the Terran, guys. We got a dance party. Neeb is saying this is a no fun zone, however.
No fun. Oh, he just started. Oh, no, he's purposely doing it.
Oh, okay.
I would love this end of the game.
There's like a Manor Nexus that's about to come down.
He built it. He built a Manor Nexus. He realized he shouldn't build it in his own base. He should build it in his opponent's base.
Well, I think both players know exactly where this game is. This is like when people play Hearthstone and they're gonna win, but instead they just keep like passing their turn to wait for the other guy to leave. Gee. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this week's Corsair Cup. As noted, however, both Neeb and uThermal were already qualified into the monthly finals, so this wasn't a question of points for either of them. It's about prize money. So $60 to Neeb, 20 to uThermal, and 10 to our 3rd and 4th place finishers. But that is going to wrap everything up. So, folks, I hope you had a good time today. I hope you enjoyed the show. What we'll do is we'll figure out who's going to win the Twitter giveaway after the stream's off. I'll DM or tweet somebody to open their DMs to me. Whoever does win the portrait code. So cross your fingers. At this point, too, I guess we are getting closer and closer to Austin. I do want to note that while we'll both be there, we will be doing a little bit of casting, too. So I hope you guys, if you're not going to be at Austin, will still join in on the channel and watch us live. Other than that, I guess there's some LCS stuff going down in Vancouver, so if you guys want to see dumb tweets from me being drunk, that's probably going to happen this weekend, especially with the Twitch Vancouver meetup tomorrow. But cool. Not a lot really crazy on our schedule. We got the event manager at the top of the page. We've shown this off so many times. I guess I'll do it again here one more time before we go. We don't actually have May planned out yet. But we do have some events still left here for April. So we got the BTSL and the BTSL season finals, both coming up back-to-back, coming up at the end of this weekend, so Sunday, Monday. Maynard and Zeph are still going to be casting some of the VSL, but everybody's going to be taking a break for this upcoming one, even though it's on our schedule and it's on the calendar, because we're all leaving for Austin in a week. So that's just to let you guys know where we are at. But I guess before everything's done, thank you again for watching. Make sure to click the sponsor links down below. Check out Corsair Gear. Buy some stuff. We'll get some credit. You guys know the deal. Twitch as well sponsors the stream, sponsors us. If you guys want to help us out in that regard, consider subscribing. There's those cool new features coming out. Some people are being high and mighty about like not wanting to enter in like tiered subsystems. I'm actually really excited for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it opens up cool options to do more stuff. So
yeah. Fully
expect us to be taking advantage of all the new cool features Twitch is coming out with, but I think that's it for shoutouts. We don't have much else. Someone brought up that they were upset that the VODs are subscriber mode only. That's been the case for a while. If you guys don't know, Joey, aka Nice Username, works very hard to get our YouTube videos up ASAP. They're usually up within 24 hours of every single cast. So youtube.com/BaseTradeTV if you don't want to sub and you do still want to check out VODs and check out things that you may have missed. I guess I'll send it off to you to send us out, Zombie Grub.
All right, then. Well, you can follow me at CG Gaming on Twitch at Zombie Grub, YouTube Zombie Grub, Patreon Zombie Grub, and I'll be at the Psystorm LAN tomorrow morning.
Oh, are you playing or are you casting?
I'm playing.
Ooh, playing.
I don't want to get up early, but whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing and it's gonna be terrible. I haven't played StarCraft 2 in a while. I've been playing nothing but Brood War. Hockey's gonna be all types of wrong.
Just convince them to make the mode co-op, right? There you go. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Then I'll totally win. Because I'm good at co-op. No one can say differently. So, and follow the channel down below, guys. Thanks for watching.
All right, have a good day, everybody. I don't know who we're going to host, but we're going to play some ads before we take off. So consider sticking around to watch them. We'd appreciate it. Make sure to give whoever we host some love. And we'll see you on Sunday for the next cast. Right? Sunday. Yeah.
Yep.
Take care, everybody.